I'm Sonia Riggs of the Colorado Restaurant Association. Welcome to On the Fly. The legislative session is almost here, and we invite you to attend the most popular reception of the season. The CRA Blue Ribbon Reception always draws a large crowd of elected officials. But you need to be there too. Your personal stories go a long way in helping us communicate the difficulties and pressures facing this industry. We talk with them throughout the year, but it means so much more when they can speak directly to you. Every year, legislators and special interest groups introduce hundreds of bills, many of which directly impact your business, can add burdensome regulations, and frankly, hurt your bottom line. Your presence here goes a long way in helping us to be more effective. Join us at History Colorado on January 9th to show our state legislators the full force of our industry. If you'd like to get some additional attention, volunteer your restaurant to provide tastes at the event. Find participation links on our website. As a reminder, there are new laws going into effect on January 1st that you should be aware of. Once again, minimum wage increases. It will be $11.10 an hour for full minimum wage and $8.08 an hour for tipped minimum wage. Remember, for workers under 18, there's a reduced wage of 15% less under certain conditions. And we've been telling you for a while now about the new food code changes that go into effect on January 1st for all restaurants outside of Denver. At least one employee with the authority to direct and control food preparation and service shall be a certified food protection manager who has been certified by an accredited program. This means one person who has manager or supervisor responsibilities that demonstrates active managerial control. This does not mean one person per shift. This applies to every restaurant outside of Denver. However, in limited circumstances, one person may oversee several locations. ServSafe Manager classes qualify for this requirement. Class options and schedules are listed on our website. Additional requirements include date marking on ready-to-eat, potentially hazardous foods that require temperature control, having established procedures for cleanup of vomiting and diarrheal events, requirements for hand-washing signage at all hand-washing sinks used by employees, and more. Incidentally, CRA has hand-washing signs available to members at no cost. For more information and a full list of food code changes, check out our website. In other legislative news, we are actively preparing for the 2019 Colorado legislative session by researching and analyzing issues we know we will be facing this year. Every year, the CRA tracks, monitors, and analyzes the hundreds of pieces of legislation that are introduced each year. This year, we expect to see legislation at the state and national level on tip-sharing signage, liquor laws, labor laws including tip pooling, family and medical leave insurance, accommodations for disabled individuals, expanded menu labeling, retail food establishment civil penalties, marijuana consumption, taxes, and more. If you'd like to help us work on these and similar issues facing the industry, we could use your help on the Legislative Committee. This group meets weekly via conference call and in person during the legislative session, January through May, and then again as needed throughout the year. Please reach out to us if you are interested. And it's the holiday season. Do you ever put an automatic charge on your bills? Maybe for large parties coming in during the holidays? Just a reminder that if it looks like a service charge or acts like a service charge, no matter what you call it, it's a service charge. We want to make sure you are handling both tips and service charges appropriately. It's important to note the key differences. For tips are freely given to the employee by the customer. Tips are the employee's money. Outside of a legal tip pool, the business has no control of that money. All tips must be reported by the employee to the establishment for income reporting purposes. And you do not collect sales taxes on tips. For service charges, this is any charge that is automatically applied to a bill and the customer cannot choose whether or not to pay it. You must collect sales tax on service charges. This is where a lot of restaurants get into trouble with the Department of Revenue. Service charges shall be considered revenue to the business. The business may keep all of a service charge or give a portion of it back to the employees, but it must be accounted for like normal payroll would be. Money given to an employee from a service charge cannot count toward a tip credit. Use this information to ensure your procedures are correct and avoid any Department of Revenue or IRS violations. Finally, we'd like to wish you a prosperous holiday season and a successful new year. We appreciate everything you do for our communities in Colorado. Look for more information on any of these topics on our website, our Facebook page, or by calling our office. This has been On the Fly with the CRA.